My name is Connor and I'm 11 years old.
Let's talk about your karate.
Yeah, I am a black belt.
When did you start?
When I was around 5 years old.
Okay. And did you want to do it, or did your mum start you off? Or?
My brother, he was having troubles with bullies, so he wanted to do karate, and we were looking for a place. And when we found the place, he didn't really want to do karate, and I wanted to do it, so I started doing it, and then my dad joined along.
And your dad came as well?
Yeah. I got this from Santa.
Oh, this year?
Yeah, this year. But before that, I had a Rubik's Cube, but it wasn't as smooth. Like, it was really hard to turn. And yeah, but I bought it because I felt like it would save me from getting bored when I had nothing to do. So I bought this Rubik's Cube and I watched on YouTube how to figure it out. So now with this Rubik's Cube, I can solve it in like a minute 30 seconds.
Do you know what? I think you should do it for us. And the guys will film it. Just mess it all up. Let's just see. Maybe someone should time it, just for fun. I just want to see how he goes.
Done.
Wow!
Yeah.
I saw you when you had the red and orange done.
So
No, the red and the green. You had the red and the green.
Yeah.
And then you had the orange.
yeah.
And then the last bit was so fast.
What time is it?
1 minute 28.
Wow.
I think you beat your record. What was your record?
My record's been a minute, but yeah.
I'm Joe Hoffman, I'm 29.
Okay. So tell us a little bit how you came to be in Australia.
So I was living in London and then I was on holiday in Barcelona where I met my fiance. And then we did long distance for nearly a year and
Phone or Skype or
yeah, like Skype, like FaceTime, which is good. Yeah, that was great. So yeah. It's nice when you can see each other instead of just being on the phone. And then she moved to Britain last February, about a year ago actually, and was there 6 months until the visa ran out. She was on a tourist visa. And then we had to find somewhere where we could live before we got married and both work. So we chose Australia, yeah. I did a BA and then an MA in Wales in documentary photography. And then I moved to Cambodia, to Phnom Penh for a year to be a press photographer, which was good, which is cool. So, and then I ended up working on a documentary there, which was, yeah, it was great. And then I left after a year, went back to London for 2 years, and moved over from doing photography into film because photography it's a bit solitary.
Is there anything that you can remember in your growing up with your education in England that you sort of weren't happy with, or that could have been better? Or
I had a lot of energy, or kind of basic, like they said I had ADHD, and I guess I think from my experience of teaching as well, I think it's if you're just creative and you can use that energy in children, you can harness it for them to be creative and learn. But I think a lot of teachers just don't really know what to do with kids like that, so I was just sent out the room all the time, or just like put in the corner or something.
Do you want to talk about? Yes, let's touch on a little bit of that injustice with if you've been out of the country now and things like that? Because I think people would be interested to know about that.
Yeah, it's really hard to get a visa, like a spouse visa and a family visa. So you have people that have been there for like maybe 40 years or something, who are then their visas are being revoked and sent out of the country, and they've been paying taxes for like 40 years. And people who are on, so before you can have a permanent resident spouse visa, you have to have 2 periods of 2 years on like kind of temporary visa, but anytime you spend out the country goes against your record to getting the other visa. So we're kind of in a predicament where we want to travel and see the world, but probably settle one day in Britain. But I don't want to have to stay in Britain for like 4 years, maybe like bar a few
Because
weeks
they won't
a
let you
year.
back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, and it doesn't really work with the line of work I've chosen either.
Yeah, and certain occupations, like you said, you know, people who go doing archaeology,
Yeah.
and you know, that need to travel, that need to, you know, people on radio, or I don't know, all sorts of
exactly.
industries where people need to be out of the country.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't
is that
seem to
the
make any
maximum
sense.
you're allowed to be is 6 months?
No, I think that was just an example, but they don't really like you going out at all
At all? Not at all?
on that time. No, not really.
Not even for holiday?
The minimal.
Like what, a month?
Probably less than that, I think.
Oh, that's
Just from
really
I've been reading,
stringent.
The Guardian have done a segment of all these different profiles, like case studies of various people, and it's...
That's really stringent, isn't
Yeah.
it? And I think it's an infringement on people's civil rights
Yeah.
and, you know, their right to freedom.
Yeah, yeah.
If I was a genie and I gave you a special wish or a dream, but it can't be money or more
When you
wishes.
asked it before. I would like a mentor in terms of my career that would be more fixed, because I've kind of, I guess to stay in one place and have somebody that I can look up to and learn for a period
Yeah, that's clever.
of years. Yeah.
My name is Matthew and I'm 12 years old.
Acting, when did you start acting?
When I was around 10, I started joining a musical company called New Works, and I've been in 3 musicals, 1 Pirates, 1 The Missing Case of a Robot, and the other one Peter and the Lost Boys, what I'm right now working on.
Okay. Slurping, what's slurping? Is that the noise you make when you like that?
Yeah, it's a pretty big phobia. Yeah.
Of the noise?
Yeah. Yeah, when a lot of people did it in year 5, they just did it for fun. I'm so excited that I'm in year 7 now and away from them, because they were just mean, so...
Did they know it annoyed you, or did it upset you?
I told them at least 100 times.
How does it affect you? Does it give you anxiety, or does it... What does it do?
Just get annoyed by the noise. Yeah.
Okay. Why did they start doing that anyway?
They like seeing
Seems
my
very
reaction.
To get your reaction?
Yeah.
Did they know you didn't like it? Maybe they did on purpose.
Yeah, I've told everyone in the grade at least 100 times again. At least.
Well, at least that's solved. Or
Yeah.
what would you have done if they kept doing it? You don't know.
Stayed at the school another year, stayed until I'd leave the school. They
And
kept, yeah,
Go to a different school?
yeah.
Okay. So it's that annoying for you?
I hate it.
Is it like for some people, like the scratching on the blackboard and things like that? It's just,
Yeah.
it really just makes you feel
It
sick
hurts
to your
my ears,
stomach.
yeah.
And it hurts your ears?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay. But you haven't been diagnosed with any, you know?
No.
I mean, I'll give you for an example. I sometimes have this issue when there's a lot of flashing lights.
Oh, yeah.
I go all, you know.
Yeah, I've got epilepsy, and if I see flashing lights, I usually have a seizure, so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, mate, I can't look at it. It makes me feel sick. I haven't got epilepsy, but it makes me feel, yes, like sick, like dizzy, like,
Yeah.
right? So have you got epilepsy?
Yes.
Okay. And from birth?
I think it was since from the age of 4 again. I woke up one night and my head was going crazy. It's like I lost my sanity Dad and Mum just said, go back to sleep, you're just having a bad dream, because they didn't know. 2 days later, they took me to the hospital and I had an MRI and the doctors found out I've got epilepsy.
Okay, but very mild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know, is it that petite mal or?
It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Are you on medication for it?
A lot, yeah.